Hello everybody, Rain here, and it is 4 p.m. on the 5th of October, 2023, and, ooh, my jaw is aching in a weird spot, but that's beside the point. We're here for more Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Bit of a slow start today, but we'll see how it goes. But if you didn't see the announcement posts, our main goal today is to continue advancing our companion quests. Because, let's face it, it's been, what, 3, 4 planets total, if you count Terrace and Dantooine, and we barely know most of them. So, let's push the button on KOTOR and give it a shot. Now, at the end of last time, I did have to do a save edit to continue Mission's personal quest. There was no avoiding it. That was a bug that has existed for several years now because the devs stopped after 3 patches, I think. And, yeah. Fortunately, there's one, a very robust save editor for KOTOR 1 and 2. And second, there's also, it's also just easy to use. So I was able to find a guide very quickly on how to resolve the bug. We are going to be missing a little bit of dialogue from actually getting Griff out of the cell, but I feel that it's fine. It's an acceptable loss. That said, there is another companion that we will not be able to advance the quest of terribly much, and that is HK-47. The main reason for that is simply that I don't have the repair skill necessary. And because that was a character choice rather than an actual bug in the game, I'm calling that an acceptable loss. So, I guess the easiest way I found to trip everything regarding Griff, or at least how I tested it, is after I did the save edit, I simply warp back to the Ebon Hawk, and we get ambushed right out the gate.
Mission? Is it really you? I heard Taurus was destroyed. I thought you were dead. Oh, joy of joys, my little sister is alive.
I have to ask you something, Griff. It's important. I ran into Lena. She said it was your idea to leave me on Terrace. It isn't true, is it?
Oh, well, there's the truth and then there's the truth, you know? I always meant to go back to Taurus, sis, just as soon as I had the credits to pay off my debts. But credits have been hard to come by.
You mean it's true? It was your idea to leave me there? I'm your sister. How could you abandon me like that?
Come on, sis. You didn't need me to look after you anymore. You may have been young, but you knew how to take care of yourself. Besides, you're here now. I mean, everything worked out fine.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me after all these years, after deserting me on Terrace?
That and, you look good, sis. Like you're doing well. Financially, I mean. Say, you think you could spare me a few credits to get back on my feet? Do you?
You're hitting me up for credits. I don't believe this. Lena was right about you, Griff. We should have just left you to the Sand People. Don't talk to me anymore. Ever.
That didn't go well. Sis was always a little too fiery for her own good. She'll cool down in time.
I wouldn't be so sure, Griff. Also, weirdly, even though I have Zalbar in the party, he hasn't said anything. So I think my hopes of having him involved in this entire quest line is kind of shot. A little unfortunate. Well, yeah, don't be so sure, Griff.
She'll be okay. We had our fights before. Too bad, though. I really could have used a helping hand right now. You may have saved my life, but I don't have a single credit to my name. Say, you wouldn't be able to spare me some credits, just till I get back on my feet, you know?
I mean, let me be honest here. You have a job, slash had a job, waiting for you. Literally go back to Zerka, continue your contract, and this time actually do the work you signed up to do. But no, I might give you 100 credits to F off.
That's it, huh? Figured you'd be able to spare a bit more than that. I'll take whatever I can get. Don't worry about me. I've already got a job waiting for me. Krita, the manager over at the Zerka supply shop, said I could come work for him if I ever get tired of the mines. Yeah, I think I'll go take him up on his offer. Maybe there's something else you can help me with. I need to talk to a guy first and set up the details, but if you're interested in a job, come see me in Greta's shop. Goodbye, Mission. I'm glad you're not dead.
Interesting note. No light side points for giving him the credits. I need to quickly poke out of the window here. Hold on. And double check that certain things were posted in certain places. Okay, they were, but yeah. Like I said, slow start today, it seems. Oh, well, there's Saya. Okay. So, now that we've done that part of the quest, I think, unfortunately, Mission's dialogue is still... Mission's dialogue, because of the fix, is assuming we're slightly into the future. So, I can't talk to her yet. I have to go visit Griff in the shop. Or in the Zerka office. And we literally watch him spawn in. Hi, Griff.
Just the person I was hoping to see.
Save it, Griff. I'm not talking to you. I want no part of whatever you're involved in.
Okay, sis, I see you're still mad. Fair enough. I don't think you could help me with this anyway. It's, more of a job for your friend here.
Alright, what's the job?
As you may know, tack glands can be refined to a very potent powder. It's the primary ingredient in Teresian ale. That's what makes it so strong. Of course, now that Taris is pretty much wiped from the face of the map, Teresian ale has become somewhat scarce and, very, very valuable. Luckily, I know the secret recipe.
How did you manage to get... Okay, so what does this have to do with me? Oh. Mild internet blip there. Hold on. And it seems to have stabilized. It was literally just a 2-second blip.
I know this guy. He's with the Exchange. Now, if I give him a small sample of Teresian ale, he says he can synthesize it and reproduce it in mass quantities. Problem is, I need one of those tack glands to make the first batch, and now that Taris is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk. If you can get your hands on one of those tack glands, I'll make it worth your while.
Griff, are you blind? Can't you see you're talking to a Jedi? We're out here trying to save the galaxy. We can't waste time on this.
Please, you have to help me. I promised this guy from the Exchange a sample of Teresian ale. If I don't come through for him, he's gonna break my legs. Or worse.
I could say that's what you get for doing with the Exchange, but that's not the friendly thing to do. Yeah, we'll get the tack glands for you. Funnily enough, we already picked up 3. We picked them up off a body on Kashyyyk last time. And even though we didn't advance the quest we didn't go for the Zerka route on Kashyyyk that would have allowed us to sell them to Zerka, or, well, that particular officer, than the Shadowlands anyways, we still have, we still have some for any other side quests. It's a nice, I don't want to call it a failsafe, but, like, it lets even light side players advance this quest.
Yeah. I knew you'd come through for me. You won't regret this. You'll see. Just don't take too long, okay? This guy from the Exchange could stop by any day. I kind of told him I already had the stuff, so if he shows up and I'm empty-handed, well, let's just say I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Well, see, that's the thing, Griff. Doesn't alcohol take time to age, even in the far-flung future past of Star Wars? Like, you can't just hand him an unfermented bottle of ale, and I don't know.
You're back! I knew you'd come through for me. I knew I could count on you. You do have a tack gland for me, right?
Yep, here's the tack gland.
Come to Papa, you sweet simian organ. It may not look like much, but once I turn this into a bottle of Teresian ale, it'll end up being worth a fortune. Thanks, Mission. You won't regret helping me out with this.
Please, Griff, let this be the last time. No more cons, no more scams, no more schemes. That's all I ask.
Hey, sis, no need to worry about that. I've turned over a new leaf. From now on, I'm gonna stay out of trouble and do things right. And once we've cornered the market on Parisian ale, good things will be heading my way. Then I'll make it up to your Mission. Just wait, you'll see. You know, once we synthesize this and start brewing Parisian ale in mass quantities, we're gonna be looking for some investors. You give me a couple of 100 credits, and I can get you in on the ground floor. You'll get a return of, oh, at least 20 times your investment.
I know it's a scam, but, like, and Griff, you already promised me a few thousand credits.
Hey, don't worry, you'll get your credits as soon as we start mass producing that Parisian ale. I just wanted to know if you were interested in an even bigger payoff.
It's 200 credits, sure.
Wise move. I can see you really understand how business works. Now, when you see your chance, you jump at it, huh? That's my motto. I better get started on brewing that ale. Meet me back here later, and I'll have a down payment on what I owe you.
And Griff walks out the door and is likely never seen again. Well, Zalbar, why are you teleporting? I wonder if we can follow Griff out. Nope, he vanished. I don't know what the... I think we probably have to advance missions dialogue. Hold on.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Well, what about your brother?
I appreciate everything you've done for Griff. You know that, right? I just hope things work out for him this time around. I guess we'll find out when he meets up with us at the Zerka Corp shop. If he's got those credits he promised you, then maybe there's hope for him yet.
Oh boy, 20-year-old game also means that the QA for spelling errors wasn't particularly high, because there was an error in that dialogue, spelling credits as creditiz. Alright, where is he? You're that friend of Griff, right? He gave me a message for you.
I don't like the sound of this.
He told me to tell you that he made a mistake brewing the Teresian ale. It didn't work out right for some reason. Big surprise. What kind of mistake? Told me the tack blend was ruined and I wasn't going to stick around and have to face his exchange contract. Did he say where he was going? He hopped on board the last shuttle. I don't know where he was heading, but I can't say I'm sorry he's gone. He was one of the worst employees I ever had. He was always on a break, he mixed up orders, and I think he might have been stealing from me. I have to go after him. People like Griff, they know how to disappear when they get in too deep. You won't hear from him again anytime soon. Waste of time to even bother looking for him.
Damn it, Griff. Won't you ever learn? How can my own flesh and blood be so stupid?
There's one last thing. He said to tell his sister goodbye, and to tell her he's sorry. Well, again, it was only 300 credits on Attack Land which was basically only used for this quest as far as I remember, so, you know. It's fine. It's fine, I say as I go attempt to talk to the dock workers and, you know, let's see if the dock workers have anything to say about where this guy went. Because he shorted me.
Welcome back. Is there something I can do for you?
Nope.
As you wish.
Darn it. I was hoping. Okay, well, I guess we just have to talk to Mission again.
Hey there, what can I do? I want to thank you for helping me with Griff. You did everything you could for my brother, more than most people would have. I know it might look like it didn't make any difference in the end. Griff's in debt and on the run like usual. But at least I know we tried to help him.
Well... don't give up on him. He could still change, because that's the light side option. I don't believe what I am speaking, but it's for the sake of the roleplay, I
I
guess.
know people can change no matter how bad they were, but I'm not holding my breath. None of us is perfect, but I've come to realize that Griff is a little less perfect than most. My brother is what he is, but I've learned to deal with that. I'll never forget that he looked after me when I was just a kid, but I don't feel like I owe him anything anymore.
So, you're okay?
I've made my peace with Griff and what he means to me. If he ever shows up again, I'll deal with him. But I'm not going to dwell on my brother anymore. It's time to move forward. So, is there anything else you need?
Nope, never mind.
Okay, have it your way.
Light side points gained. And I believe... Yep, that is mission's quest complete. As far as I'm aware, she will have no further quests beyond this. Also, we are having a bit more dropped frames. If it continues, I might have to poke my internet a bit. Also, for anyone worried about why I'm doing all the companion stuff now, one, after we finish the next planet, I believe there's going to be a major event that will mess with some of these quests. And two, I'm really not looking forward to the next planet we have to go to, because while we have two options, I'm taking a very specific route because it's the quote-unquote canon route. And the canon route has us going to Manan next. And screw Manan. Screw everything about Manan. Okay, moving on. Wow, we have not done anything with Karth for a while either. But his mission isn't for a while. Astela.
How can I help?
Well, I want to know more about you.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the Jedi.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Discouraged? Why?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
Well, do you miss your family at all?
Like all who join the Order, I've learned to embrace the life I've chosen. I had to let go of my attachments to my family.
Must have been difficult.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
Well, you and your father were close?
Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
You never tried to get in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
Well... okay, so the third option is the romance option. I'm pretty sure. Well, you sound very sad when you say that.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Okay, and I think considering how far we are into the general progress...
How can I help?
Oh no, we don't have the ability to advance further.
Then I
Okay, my dim memories are telling me that For Bastila's quest, I think we have to take her out into the general, like, out into Anchorhead on Tatooine. I don't know if we've got all the triggers for it, though. So I'll take out Bastila and I guess Karth, because we need to level him anyways. Yeah, everyone's a few levels behind at this stage. Okay, skills. Boop, boop. Powers. Bastila, I'll just give Force Speed to. More Dexterity, so she's a defensive powerhouse. Just dodge everything. Beats, Force Immunity, Paralysis, and Master Sense. And we've already got her on full 2-weapon fighting, so now it's time to start getting her Flurry. And then max tier Force Armor, I guess. Okay. Level 13. Those powers. She already has energy resistance, so I guess... Oh. Force resistance itself is an interesting one. Yeah, it's basically an automatic counterspell, it looks like, to put it in D&D terms. Oh, but heal is available, so I'm gonna take that anyways. Probably look into getting that next. Boop. Okay. So there's Bastila dealt with, and Karth. Karth I was just going treat injury on. And, wow. Karth is a bit of a weird one. Yeah, I guess the next move is... just get him toughness. Like, we could grab Rapid Shot in that whole line. He's certainly going to have the feats for it. But I feel like going for toughness and making him a little bit tankier is probably a good idea. Because while he's a soldier and has access to heavy armor, we generally are going to keep him in light or medium. Because that way he can take advantage of his full dexterity bonus. Yep, their feats, and max out toughness. Yeah. And now, I suppose, now that we have max toughness, I guess we'll start picking up Rapid Shot. I'll be able to max that before level 20, at least. Okay. Here kind of sucks, not gonna lie. On interface visor. Checking for gear upgrades. Reflex 2. I think I'd rather give him... No. What does he need save-wise more? Oh, he needs will saves, but I can't get him that on... I'll give him the Nerve Amplifier belt. That makes more sense. Bio Antidote package might be nice, but not really. The Mandalorian Rippers are honestly for... what's his name? T3. Okay. That's fine.
Sure.
We should be good to go. And now, as we run through Anchorhead, if I am right, because we're at this point on our quest, we should get ambushed by somebody. Why did my master speed cancel? No? No? Oh, well, something's bothering Karth, so we might as well talk to Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Well, I wanted to continue our discussion from 4 planets ago.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Well, don't you think you'd feel better if you discussed it?
Not particularly. I guess it wouldn't hurt exactly either, though I don't know why you're so interested. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
That name sounds familiar.
With good reason. Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
You didn't think he would betray the Republic? Does he have a ship on his face? Let's be honest. All of the headwear in KOTOR is just very silly. Every last piece. I have this weird jaw guard that is somehow giving me 5 to wisdom. Karth is basically wearing the USS Enterprise on his face. Mission has these weird goggles that, like, just, I don't even know. The only one who doesn't look completely ridiculous is Zalbar, and that's because he's naked.
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
So you blame yourself for trusting your friend?
I blame Saul, not myself. I was stupid and I ignored the danger. He nearly destroyed us all. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
Dude, that sucks.
Well, there's more to the story, I guess. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Okay. We pushed Karth's buttons a little bit. Come on. We're running out of opportunities for a certain NPC to ambush us. Nope. Nope. Darn it. Okay. I don't know what it takes to advance Bastila. I thought by now it can't be after the next section. Like we're honestly running out of opportunities for Bastila's quest to advance, and I don't know what I am missing. I may have to run from I may have to do a few planet hops to see if I can get it to work. As far as I know, I'm not locked out of it. Or at least I shouldn't be. Well, we tried. Okay, so we unintentionally advanced Karth a bit, too, there. I suppose that leaves, well, Kandris. Man, that armor is a little silly looking.
Yeah, what do you want?
Wondering if you had any interesting stories.
You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought, the enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you. My name's Kandris, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes.
Is that why you work as a mercenary?
Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so let's get to it.
Neat. Yeah, so about immediately talking to you about that again. Oh, never mind. Apparently we don't. I guess we have to... Did I lock myself out of Canderous too? Like, there should have been more immediately available for their quest. I don't know, maybe I have to leave the ship and come back.
Got something on your mind, do you?
So... Why did you decide to come with me anyways?
You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
Oh, you just wanted to ride on the ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
I mean, if you don't want to answer the question, you can just say so.
How impatient can one person be? You must have driven your mother mad. All that gurgling and fussing. Babies are cute, but annoying. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Is this a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway,
Noted.
where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
I never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Well, is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this, or is it just a statement of, remember that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
And? Go on.
Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed too, or those could have just been gurgling noises. Oh, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
And what does all that have to do with you coming with me?
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime... Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
You know, fair enough. That's about as good a reason as any. Hey, Zalbar, we haven't really checked in, especially, you know, considering before Kashyyyk you decided to get, well, pissy at me over asking about your past. Oh. I want to know a little more about you. You've seen more than I would have allowed and taught me some things too. I'm grateful for that. It'll be a while before I know what my role will be in making Kashyyyk truly free. I have a lot to learn. So, why did you request to take back a sword? I'm not sure I really know. Father expects much of me, and I guess I do as well. I think when I've learned enough, I'll bring it back to Kashyyyk. What happens then? We'll see. Sorry I couldn't stay on Kashyyyk longer for you. You and I have important things to do, and I don't feel bad about leaving this time. I know I'll be welcome back. Well, let's get going then. And no quest update. I don't think Zalbar even has a personal quest. Hold on. Nope. Huh. Oh, right. We also had... Oops, I forgot about this side quest. The one for signing the other racer for, what's his name? Buddy McHutface. Juhani, how are you doing?
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Well, are you doing alright?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
What's wrong?
I have been thinking about myself, about KOTOR, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
Wow, I love how two options are, yeah, no, you should just leave then. And I don't care about you. Wow. No, maybe you just need some more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
Well, if I see you begin to slip back, I'll lend you a helping hand. Hopefully that's what it means.
I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust.
And no quest advancement. Okay,
How may I be of...
wondering if we could talk.
What is it you...
So how did you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Sure.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where did you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Well, how did you gain entrance to the Order then?
When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
So what'd you do?
From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi were. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Neat. So, that tickled my brain about details about Juhani. And there's one in particular that's, it's gonna come up in one of these dialogues and kind of bring a lot of the party back together, as it were. Let's just say there's one planet that just about every party member has in common. Except for maybe Jolie. I don't think he was ever on that particular planet. Yep. So that's... Man, I'm really hoping I didn't brick the quests by not advancing them before now. Also, one moment. Eh. Okay. Sorry, I've got to check on a few things from time to time. It's a little annoying. You know what? Hey, T3, do you have a personal quest? Ow, ow, my ears. You don't talk much, do you? Just chime in if you have any advice. Neat. I don't know why T3's beeps are so much louder than literally every other sound in the game. I apologize if anyone else just had their ears blasted out by it. Okay, well... Hey, you don't even know what I was going to ask. Fine. Okay, no, T3 doesn't appear to have a personal quest. In this game, at least. Alright, there is, of course, still HK. Like I said, we can't really do much with HK as far as I'm aware, because it requires the repair skill, and we don't have repair. And even all of the repair boosting gear in the game would not be enough to get us to the level that we would need to fully repair HK.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
But let's at least do what we can. I would like to know more about your functionality.
Statement. I know some elements of my functionality, Master, but not all.
I thought you said that removing your restraining bolt would restore your memory.
Qualification. I suspected that it might, Master, but without memory, I had no way of knowing whether or not I knew that was true.
So you lied to me.
Qualification. Not so much, Master. I spoke out of ignorance. I assumed the Ithorian was responsible for my memory loss. That does not mean I am not a fully loyal droid willing to serve its master. Right, Master?
So... tell me what you can, then.
Observation. I am sure you are aware of the majority of my skills, Master. I can handle various sorts of heavy weaponry with ease. My physical abilities are well above those of your average meatbag, as are my sensor functions. An assassin, if you would.
An assassin?
Caution, shh, Master. Such a function in a droid is highly illegal.
I won't tell anyone.
Commentary. Good, for I would truly hate to be turned into spare scrap, Master. That would be a waste of my genius engineering. Answer. My assassination functions are currently non-functional, having been deactivated by the meatbag Yukalaka on Tatooine. Were they functional, you as my master would be able to specify a target, and I would operate independently to the best of my ability to terminate it.
So... has that function been used a lot?
Answer. I have no way of knowing that, Master. My memory has been deleted, remember?
Fair enough. So is there any way to repair you?
Answer. Some of my motor functions can be safely repaired, Master, but anything in relation to my memory core is extremely sensitive. I have safeguards installed to protect that core that I cannot deactivate. It is not impossible that other, lesser memory functions could be restored, however.
So I can restore your memory?
Answer. You may attempt to restore portions of my deleted memory, Master, but some skill at repair is required. The deeper functions of my core memory, however, would still be unadvisable to tamper with. Conjecture. It is possible that some external stimulus might result in the memory core being reactivated, but I am unaware of any program existence to do so.
So you're saying that your memory might just come back?
Conjecture. There may be hidden programming that awaits certain conditions to reactivate my memory core, Master, but there is no way to know. It is quite possible that tampering has simply erased my core permanently. If that is so, a meatbag will surely pay.
Well, I'll be all for now.
As you desire, Master. Signing off.
Weird that it didn't trip an actual quest. Okay, I'm going to follow a strategy here and see if I can trip Candace and Jolie into advancing their quests. So, we've had in the past, basically every time we just randomly run around with certain party members, they'll just, boop, want to talk. But we've let them sit for the most part. On that note, these Candace needs levels anyways. Beats. Well, I guess, Candace, if you've already got full rapid shot, you're not using 2-weapon because I want to keep you on heavies. Give him Master Power Blast. And he's also got full implant use, so I honestly don't know what to do with him too much. We're gonna have a point where we just kind of run out of things to improve. Case in point. Basically right here. That's empathy, demolitions and stealth. I guess conditioning? Give him some improved saves. Improve that one thing. Thanks. Very helpful, Saya. Alright, Jolie is relatively easy to decide what to upgrade, fortunately. We'll give him Valor for now. Yeah, he doesn't have another level yet. Next level's gonna be a big one for Jolie, because he's gonna need... Or he's gonna get access to a few additional powers that we're very much going to want to put on him. Oh.
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin? Davin Coatrus?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah, I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
Care to introduce your friend, Jolie?
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunray would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
We'll check into it when we're on Manon next.
I'd appreciate that. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
Weirdly enough, again, doesn't trip an actual, quest journal update. But let's try talking to Jolie anyways.
Got something on your mind, dude?
So, tell me about Sunray.
What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunray for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. A man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunray I knew. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days.
Okay, fair enough. And now just continue running in a singular direction and hoping that quests advance. So, Candace, you want to randomly chime in? Anything? And for being the Doom guy of the party, you're really not... You really are fitting the bill with not being talkative at all. Candace? See, moments like this is why in later BioWare games you just get random party chatter. It really helps fill the silence. So I don't have to. No? Nothing, Candace? Fine, we'll go out into the wilds and smack a few raids and see if that helps.
Good hunt.
Still irks me that we have to talk to that guy every time. Oh, the raids didn't respawn. That's interesting. Like, they have respawned every time we've been here. Let's head a little further out. Maybe it's because we just didn't trip a flag or something. I don't know. I thought those guys were supposed to be leaving. Why are they still here? Hey, weren't you supposed to be leaving?
Thanks for your help. I don't think we'll try holding this position for much longer. We're not soldiers. Did the company send you? It's about time they drove these animals out.
I have agreed to try and stop the attacks.
Well, you've got a lot of work ahead of you. Do you know about their enclave in the south? Don't even try to go near it.
You know,
They've taken all the Zerka weapons that were supposed to protect our sandcrawlers. That place is a fortress, a death trap. You'll have to find some way to sneak into the place. Glad it's not my job.
I have to go.
Yeah, so do we. There's no way we're
Yeah, we heard all that already. I don't know why I didn't just click through it. So, with the tip about Bastla's father... Oh, hey, there's the raids. And again, I keep making this joke, but it's time for the sponsored segment. Raid Shadow Legends, except it's literally sunlight, so there's no shadows. I don't know why I keep trying this. The joke does not land. Ever. Man, when Flurry comes online, it comes online. It is beautiful. What's weird is it's not the build that I used when I first played the game. I was very strictly a power attack build. Even though I didn't use the heavy armor version, which is generally regarded as the safer and better build for that. But yeah, if you didn't know, you can just completely ignore your force powers for the most part. Slap a suit of heavy armor on a Guardian. Pick up the biggest, heaviest weapon you can find and just smack things for absurd damage. You can also play a Blaster Jedi, which I haven't personally tried, in this game at least. But I've seen it, and it is effective as well. And funnily enough, Jolie is one of the critical party members for that, because he just has so much easy access to crowd control force powers. So in other words, Jolie sets them up and the player knocks them down with overwhelming firepower. Huh. The sentence speeders are still there. Okay. That body is... This body's out of place. No? That's weird. That is very weird. That body doesn't have appropriate lighting? I don't know. Did I forget to what? I didn't know this could happen. So, funny story. Normally, you run into this jerk the next planet after you get the cutscene that Malik is sending Darth Bandon after you. But apparently, if you go into the location of a star map, he can just spawn wherever he wants. So I'ma just hit that.
Yes?
Jolie, I'm going to need you to set up improved energy resistance on the party, Night Valor.
What?
Oh god, this is going to suck.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure you may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you. But you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself.
You were on the Endar Spire. You killed Trask. I'm gonna make you pay for that one.
Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No? Then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
Okay. So interesting part, we just got a full... Yeah, we got a full reset on our force points and health.
And you
Disengage so I can quickly smack speed.
What?
And then I guess we take out the Dark Jedi first. Yeah, unfortunately with this party setup, we're kinda past the point that Bandon can do anything. Oh, though he is, absorbing our life, by the looks of it. That was fun. Looks like his little Dark Jedi buddies didn't have any particularly good loot. Darth Bandon himself has a set of armor, 3,000 credits, and a double-bladed lightsaber. So there's that. Yeah, that was a complete just out of nowhere. I didn't know these two could spawn in the same spot. I thought Bandon waited until you advanced the next planet after getting that cutscene. You learned something new about games you thought you had a reasonable idea about. Also, I just saw a random, like, puff in the skybox. Over by that pyramid thing. That was weird. Well. Hey, you want to talk about any of this?
Yeah, what do you want?
Know anything about Tatooine?
Tatooine is one big desert, with rocks sticking out. I heard that some of my people came here after the war, but I don't know what happened to them. The world of my clan, Ordo, was much like this. Dust basins and rock crags. But my world at least has some green around the equator. This place is just sand all over. There are some vicious people on this world, but the desert is the real enemy. Trips out in the desert, especially the deep desert, should be taken very carefully. You have anything else you want to ask?
Nope.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Okay, so Canderous is a no-go. Though I think we lost out on some opportunities for him to advance, because I think the Mandalorians on Kashyyyk, we were supposed to take Canderous with us. That's fine. Well, a bit unfortunate, but hopefully there will be still enough opportunities to advance his personal quest info thing. How many times am I gonna say quest, mission, or otherwise this stream? Good lord. Alright. Well, that's Bandon dealt with. We can't warp directly back to the Ebon Hawk. Let's see what the new armor looks like. Oh, I'm going to be very annoyed, aren't I? 5/5 upgradable bonus versus fire. That sounds like it might be decent for Karth once it's upgraded. Oh, hey, the raids are back. Hi, guys. Game? There we go. Game took a moment to remember how to jump. And I admit, by doing all this farming, I'm kind of breaking progression a little bit, because there shouldn't be a point in this game that you have to farm. And yet, we've been out here killing raids, like, what, 3 streams now? Like, we're already on the top tier that the game can spawn. Yeah, I'm 2k off of a level, and we still have 2 planets to go. Oops. Oh, well. But yeah, I have no idea why some of these quests aren't advancing. Like, I'm trying everything. But I suppose this is what I get for putting them off for so long. At least we were able to fix mission. And Karth should be fine as well? Not 100% sure on that one. But Canderous might be a lost cause. I'm not sure about Jolie. Like, we've got the Manon hint, but who knows? Nope, nope, nope. We also still haven't found that Nico guy that the one side quest wanted us to hit. But then again, is there even a general cantina, or was it... Hold up. Anchorhead Cantina, you know, the one place I haven't been the entire run. Let's see, that's a Zerka officer. Who are you?
Well now, what can Gandalf do for you? It's been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. I saw you down near the track, didn't I? Or was that someone else? I've been distracted by what happened on Taris.
I wasn't Matas, yeah? You got time for some questions?
Sure, not a problem. Might as well try to pass along some of what I know. My racing days are pretty much done.
So you used to race?
Ah, something I know. Well, something I used to know. My racing days are behind me. Gandalf is the name.
So, how long did you race?
Oh, well, past my prime by any measure. I started late, too. Not like the kids out there now. Some of them are too young.
So, is this the best place for racing?
Best place to race is wherever the track treats you sweet and your times are golden. It's that simple. You get hung up on any one track and he'll end up like me. My favorite stop was Taris. Taris, yes. Always look forward to going back. No, I don't want to touch my bike at all. Maybe I wasn't in the winner's circle lately, but I still race for sport, you know?
What made Terrace any different from here?
A woman? Well, I never won on Taris, but it was always my first stop on the circuit, and the last if I could help it. That doesn't matter now. You can't ask for more certain closure than the whole planet being gone. Poof, boom, gone.
Well, understandable.
All right, then.
I'm gonna be leaving now.
Keep safe. Yep. Seems like tough times are coming.
Just a random NPC with dialogue about racing. I guess that's that. How about the bartender?
Huh? Who are you then? Only new people that come to Junix Nard's Cantina are long-time losers and bounty hunters. I don't have to tell you why the two don't mix well. Please keep any blaster fire to a minimum.
You got anything for sale?
Zerka Corporation only worries about keeping their own stores full. I don't have much on hand.
But he does have stuff. Interestingly enough, he has some Bothan weapons, weirdly enough. And that Krath blade, I swear we've had one of those already. Gives the poison. He does have a hair trigger. I'm gonna buy this. Because we don't have enough. We haven't been getting much ranged upgrade items. And might as well hit the sell list while I'm at it. Mission Survivor Blade. We've got a second double... Yeah, we don't need 2 double-bladed lightsabers, but then again... I think that might sell much better to, what's his name? Yeah, we'll just sell off the bowcasters. And then I can't seem to sell the raid plates to him. Oh, never mind. I can sell the raid plates to him. Yeah, it definitely seems like things sell differently to different NPCs. It's something I hadn't actually been paying attention to, but... Huh. It's good to know. Also, we haven't found that Nico guy. Not here. Merchant officer.
Zerka Corporation should just close this whole place.
Okay. Never mind, he was just a, chatter. And, chatter NPC rather than an actual, like, full conversation. Well, I suppose with all that out of the way, Bandon's dead. We've talked to just about everybody we can. Doesn't look like there's anything else to do here. Unless if I'm missing another, like, complete other area on the map, and it doesn't look like I am. Bit of a shame. I'm not gonna lie, I am really not looking forward to Manon. It has like 2 to 3 sections that I just hate. Just going off of memory alone. But anyways, let's take a look at that armor we got from Darth Bandon. Fiber armor. So... immunity to mind affecting and 7 defense at full upgrade. Honestly, technically better in general than the Ikani Fiber. So we'll switch that out, and I believe that was on Karth. Because we got a new suit for a mission. Yeah. There you go, Karth. Enjoy. And nobody else started chattering at me, so... So Jolie's in a different spot than we left him. That's interesting. Okay. Let's get rolling. I don't want to push this button. I really don't want to push this button. Yeah, we zoom off into hyperspace, whatever. Huh. The star map is underwater? I mean, it makes sense. It's an ocean planet, but... Huh.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manon is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
It looked like the star map was underwater.
The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
And now it's time to pick who we're taking with us. Jolie obviously has the personal quest here. I think it's gonna be Jolie and Mission again. As much as I want, no, we'll take Jolie and Canderous, I think. Jolie because he has his quest here. Canderous because we don't use him much anymore. Karth, unfortunately, isn't really geared up, and trying to fully upgrade his weapons it's just a bit of a crapshoot, to say the least. Okay, Just making sure Candras's gun was fully upgraded. So, Candras, Jolie. Yeah, we won't need any lockpicking or anything for a bit, I think. So yeah, mission can set. Oh, what? Wow, that is a finicky. That is a very finicky loading zone. Holy heck. Okay, you two again. Now, is there anything out here that I need to grab loot-wise? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. That's fine.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The Senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Well, that was silly.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
It's alright.
No, really. I should apologize. I should try to control myself. As you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with?
Would like to get the lay of the land.
Well, of course, I'm always willing to help a Jedi. What do you require?
Well, tell me about Otto City.
It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export Kolto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here.
Well, and the Republic and Sith both stay here?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
Nope, that's fine.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Thanks. I'm not going to remember those instructions at all, but thanks. Alright, let's see what this merchant has. Greetings and welcome to Otto City's provisional stand. We're here to provide visitors with all manner of indigenous treats and products produced right here on Manan. We carry all manner of foods and provisions and have contacts with resellers across the world to provide you, the customer, with the best shopping experience possible. How can we help you today? Wow, just let me see your inventory, and once again, I apologize if the audio on that was really loud. I have no clue why. Like, the audio balancing is a bit wibbly. Oh, he's got grenades! And just about nothing else. Let's see... Nope, those raid plates are just gonna stay at 24, it seems, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. Alright. And are there any stims that we don't particularly need? I'm gonna sell... Well, there's no point in selling those that are not really worth much. Can probably get rid of the basic stealth field generator. Then again, maybe not. Oh, the Akani shield. Sith energy shield we'll keep in case of emergency. Akani dueling shield can go. That's worth more as money. Got a few grenades that we just aren't using anymore. In fact, I think now that we're at the point of being a Jedi, we don't really need the grenades. They're mostly for early levels. And that is still only 300, so I guess I'll sell one. Okay. I'm not sure if there's even a weapon vendor on the planet, now that I think about it. Oh. Jolie popped his personal info.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Well, you never actually did say why you decided to come with me.
No, I never did I?
Are you always going to be this evasive?
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
Well, move on to where?
To bed. I'm old and tired, you know.
No, really.
How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
You could do that on your own, though.
So I could. Well, not having a ship does tend to put a damper on that kind of idea, however. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
Well, what interests do you have in the future?
Interest? Well, I certainly don't have a vested interest. Call it more idle curiosity. Your destiny is rather unclear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
Well, I'd like to know more of what you're seeing, especially after that darkness comment.
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. And that can be all bad.
Nomi? Who's Nomi?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
So, you're along as some kind of observer?
Nonsense. If I ever refused to help you when you asked, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Oh, Jolie might be my favorite character in the entire game. He's up there at bare minimum. Oh, we literally can't go this way. Oops. I have to wonder if the personal quests are like determined by step count with that party member in your party. It would kind of make sense. Ubasa, who are you? You're named, so I'm assuming you're important to something. Greetings, forgive me if this is not in question, Offworlder, but do you happen to have any exotic species for sale? Nothing dangerous, mind you. What sorts of exotic species? Anything non-sentient and non-carnivorous will do, though creatures that are easy to manage are preferred. Is that understandable? Well, I have some Gizka if you're interested. Gizka, you speak of the small bipedal amphibians with the overly high reproductive rate, correct? Oh no, I'm afraid I can't take those. A compatriot of mine made the mistake of purchasing a pair of such creatures several months ago. Within weeks, our storage facilities were nearly overrun. If you are in possession of such creatures, I hope you keep them separated. If not, then you have my condolences. Well, was there no way I can persuade you to take them off my hands? I suppose having a few of the creatures would not be of harm. We do have experience handling them now, I suppose. Since they're so difficult to maintain, however, I would ask that you provide 100 credits. Then I'll take them off your hands. Well, I was hoping to sell them at least. Can we at least just call it even? I suppose it is better than nothing. We must have some creatures in our exhibit, after all. I shall send some of my people to to remove the Gizka on your vessel. Thank you for cooperation. And that is how you deal with the Gizka situation. You can technically wiggle it to get a few extra credits, but at least you get a minor bit of XP out of it. Oh! I've just remembered. We have the Gino Harden quest. Hulas on Manon. No, we haven't seen a Hulas yet. Also a random docking bay. I don't think we can do anything with the individual docking bays just yet. That's a private hangar. Yeah, there hasn't really been anything to loot either. That kind of makes sense. We're in the main city center here. Visitors area. Alright. Bill and Affet. Yes, what do you want? Well, what are you doing here? Oh, Pazak. Nope, don't care. Don't care. If you're a Pazak player, you are worthless to me. Sorry about that, but like, seriously, I hate Pazak. I hate it so much. Okay, the port official. We should probably talk to this guy. Welcome to Manon. While you're here, I trust you will follow the rules governing the activities of offworlders. What are the rules exactly? The single most important law in Manon is very simple. KOTOR smuggling is punishable by death. If you're carrying any unprocessed KOTOR, you better have a permit. Other rule is very simple. Keep the peace. Here on Manon, we maintain a careful neutrality, and we react very harshly to people who jeopardize our neutral status. Any confrontations between Sith and Republic are dealt with swiftly and decisively. This understood. I understand. There's also a docking fee of 100 credits. Oh. You'll have to pay this fee each time you dock on Manon. Fine, I'll pay the fee. The Manon Board of Trade and Tourism thanks you, Offworlder. Here's a visitor guide and map of the city. The gates of Otto City are now open to you. You may come and go as you please, so long as you do not leave the planet. If you do, you'll have to pay the docking fee once more. They're running a scam. Hi.
Obey the laws here on Manon, human.
Okay. I didn't even know that droid could talk. That's... let's see. KOTOR distribution, we probably can't get in there. Random door! I don't remember where I'm going for the most part. I just have repressed memories of this planet. West Courtyard. Sorry, I had to adjust my chair a bit. Alora! Oh, this is, Juhani's. Or, Jolie's, wow.
I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Well, here's the thing. We're not going to the courts immediately because that sounds like a very bad idea. Oh. Yeah, we should probably see if we can get evidence first and then go to the courts, but, oh, what's... That looks like Sith. Where? No, I think this is just the courts. Oops. I'm run that back. Hold on. Yep, that sure is two Selkath talking to each other.
You have a deal? That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
So the Republic is hiring mercenaries.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Well, why are you hiring mercenaries?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now excuse me, I have to continue my recruitments.
I wonder if he's tied to someone else's quest. Like maybe Karth? Huh? Nilko Boas. That's a name. Human, I wish to speak to you if you have the time. Cool. Get to you in a moment. Wow. That's a set armor right there. You're a Dorian mercenary. Wow, this place is packed with mercs. Greeting, my name is Shalis. I've heard you said that you're no friend of the Sith. Is that true? Oh, what the... Sith are a blight upon the galaxy, sure. Though I suspect we have little in common, I share your dislike of the Sith. They brought grief to my family. I'm not a fool. I know the Sith do not respect our laws as the Republic does. Were it up to me, I'd do everything in my power to aid the Republic in the war against Malak. But intergalactic politics stay in my hand. Still, I know the Sith are evil, and I fear what they will do to my people, and what they may be doing now. What are you talking about? Many of the Selkath have vanished. Most who have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood. Youth who will someday leave the planet. My own daughter, Shasa, is among those who have disappeared. These disappearances coincide with the arrival of the Sith, and I can't dismiss the connection. Sith are up to something. Something sinister. I can feel it. Well, you want me to investigate these disappearances? I'll give you 500 credits if you can discover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youths. Not much, but it's what I can afford. I have no official authority in the matter, and my personal wealth is not vast. There's no one else I can turn to. The Republic agents are too closely watched, and the Otto City authorities cannot act without proof. I'll look into the disappearances for you. I cannot imagine where to begin the investigation, though I suspect the Sith did not ask alone. Perhaps the Offworlders in the Mercenary Enclave know something. If you learn anything, report back to me at once. If you uncover the fate of my daughter, I will reward you as promised. Okay, we're getting side quests just thrown at us. Oh. Oh boy. Well, if it isn't the Ikani mercenary we literally just saw talking to the Republic.
You might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Interesting. Well, let's see if the bartender has anything. Show me what you got in stock. And he has a boatload of stems and nothing else. Okay, we'll have to deal with... Gonto Yas.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak.
No. No, I'm not playing Pazak. Greetings, my name is Nico Boas. I hope you're enjoying yourself here in Otto City. Beautiful, is it not? It is a wonder to behold. You're too gracious. The beauty of Manan is delicate. Our ecosystem is complex and fragile, and I fear for the preservation of my planet. Well, what are you talking about? There's a task I would ask, human, Jedi. I fear there's nowhere else I can turn. What do you want me to do? Rest assured there's an ample reward for this. I require information, nothing more. The Republic has been hiring mercenaries, many more than usual. As an official of the Selkath people, this is of great concern to me. I only seek the reason for this change in Republic policy. Oh, why do you need me for this? I cannot trust anyone else. The Republic obviously wants to keep their secret. I've inquired often as to their purpose and been rebuffed. Sith cannot be trusted to give me an accurate report of events. They'll twist the truth so that it furthers their own goals. The mercenaries are well aware of the high wages the Republic is paying. They wouldn't report anything that might slow the flow of credits into their accounts. Uncover the truth behind the Republic's actions, I'll pay you 500.
Careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Please, see if you can find the answers I seek. Find why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries. Find where they're going. Find why they don't return. I'll look into it. Once you discover some information, please talk to me. Believe it or not, I am a friend of the Republic. Whatever the truth, I'll do my best to protect the Republic's interests, and those of the Selkath, of course. Oh boy. You see, that extra detail of the mercenaries not returning is not a good sign. Let's talk to the negotiator again.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of...
Why are you hiring mercenaries?
In case you...
Okay. Nope, he's not gonna give us a straight answer. Kind of expected, but unfortunate. Oh, Selkath Guard. This is the prison, yeah. Okay. So, prison and courts, not much else to do here right now. Because I'm not advancing the extra bit for Jolie just yet. Back to West Central. Yeah, it's kind of weird. There just hasn't been a weapon shop. I mean, it's not terribly unexpected, but meh. East Central, okay. The city is broken up into so many sectors, it's kind of ridiculous. And a lot of this space just kind of goes unused, weirdly enough. Like, they could have put something in the space like here, but they didn't. Okay, Selkath and Selkath and Selkath and Selkath and Selkath. And not a single merchant to be found. Or weapon merchant to be found, I should say. Oh boy.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
So not terribly unexpected, but the Sith and Republic are really at each other's throats. Oh, hey, it's Hulas. And a shady Rhodian. I'ma just quick save before I talk to you. Why do you bother me? I do not wish to speak to you. Why are you just standing here in a corner? I'm here for my own reasons. Though no man wish to do business, know that I can be found here. You'll either do business or leave. Business. Oh, and he sells Pazak cards. Let's see if he has anything else. He doesn't. He is worthless to me. Oh, hey, it's Hulas. Alright, switch the party. Remove and remove. A human? There are Selkath everywhere, but you choose to speak with me. Am I so different? Do you think I have answers that the others do not? That's a rather strange greeting. These are strange times. The Sith and Republic battle to control the galaxy, but their war destroys what they both seek to possess. The war sows fear and confusion. People are lost. They want guidance, directions. They have questions and they want answers. That's why I'm here too. I seek answers. Well, answers to what? The Republic, the Sith, the war, everything, nothing. Answers are always the hardest to find when the questions are unclear. That does not stop us from searching. So, who are you? A name? There's power in names, yet in the end, a name alone means less than nothing. I'm Hulas, a traveler from the world of Dura. What's your name, human? Well, Benny Vec gave me a message to see you. I did not think you would come, but I knew better. It's good that you have come alone, for if you ever come with others, I will not speak to you of these things. I'm Hulas of the Jinoharadan, a secret society of bounty hunters. For 1,000 generations we've existed, but always hidden between an impenetrable veil. I've never heard of you. You ever have. We are shadow, darkness, and night. We are less than a whisper or a thought. We've managed to keep our existence a secret for longer than most could ever imagine. If you are ever foolish enough to tell anyone about this meeting or the Jinoharadan's existence, they would not believe you. They would probably think you're paranoid or mentally unstable. Not even those closest to you can know we have approached you. If you ever speak to me around any of your companions, I will not discuss the Jinoharadan. Do you understand? I understand. I believe you speak the truth. But remember this. If you ever betray us, the opportunity will be lost forever. Few among the galaxy have ever heard of the Jinoharadan. They never see us, never know we were there. They do not even know we exist. If you do not follow our rules, we will vanish and you will be like all the others. You will never see us again, nothing but a figment of your imagination. But if you swear to keep the secrets of our order, you will learn of a forbidden society known to only a handful throughout the galaxy. I will preserve the secrecy of your order. Excellent. We have high hopes for you within the guild, if you prove yourself worthy. Listen closely and I will give you a first glimpse into our secret world. We Jinoharadan are an ancient guild of elite bounty hunters. For thousands of years we've been at work throughout the galaxy, eliminating our targets in near total secrecy. Well, how does anybody hire you if nobody knows you exist? In the highest corridors of power, a handful of people know we exist and how to contact us. Of course, these people are smart enough to keep this knowledge a carefully guarded secret. On very rare occasions, when we are seeking new clients, one of our guild masters will approach a powerful political figure and offer our services when the time is ripe. Well, what does this have to do with me? By killing Cal Nord, you have shown great potential. The Jinoharadan could use someone like you if you are willing. And your work for us could be of great aid to the Republic. Well, why would the Jinoharadan protect the Republic? The Jinoharadan have a vested interest in serving the Republic. The perfect cover for our work. We operate behind the scenes, manipulating events through subtle machinations. Do you think the Republic has persisted for 15,000 years by mere accident? Not for our influence, distasteful as the methods may be. The Republic would have collapsed long ago. We understand the bureaucracy of the Republic, and we've learned to alter the course of political events under the existing regime. We have no wish to see the Republic fall. Well, it's a little hard to believe. One of the reasons our existence has remained secret for so long. No one wants to believe in a secret society manipulating and controlling events grand scale. I'm sorry, I can't keep a straight face at that one. Rumors and hints of our existence are dismissed as paranoid fantasies. But we do exist. It's the Illuminati. It's basically the Illuminati combined with a hit squad. What the heck? Why would I want to join you? As I said earlier, your efforts here will help the Republic. And by aiding us, you'll earn the right to join an exclusive organization with the power to alter the very course of galactic history. And, of course, there's the simplest reason of all. The Geohardon reward their agents very, very well. Alright, what do I have to do to join? As you can imagine, joining the Geohardon is not a simple process. To begin, we need proof of your loyalty and your competence. When you feel you are ready, I will give you a task, a target who must be eliminated. Of course, you will have to come alone whenever you wish to discuss Geohardon business. I am ready to prove myself worthy. Killing Kalinor was an impressive display of your skills, but there's more to the Geohardon than the mere killing. To preserve the secrecy of our order, our agents must be discreet. You must be able to find and eliminate a target without drawing undue attention. You can never mention your assignments to others, not even your closest allies. Also, you cannot ask for people for information about your target. You must complete your mission using only the information I will provide. Oh boy. I understand. Who's the target? Your first mission is to eliminate either of two targets, a Grand Slaver named Zulon Centaur, or a Rhodian anti-Republic terrorist named Lorgal. Well, tell me about the slaver. Zulon was a common intergalactic slaver who tried to kidnap the daughter of a Coruscant senator. He failed, and the girl was recovered, but Zulon himself escaped. He'll probably try another kidnapping soon. If he succeeds, he might ransom his victim in exchange for dangerous political secrets that could threaten the Republic itself. The Geohardon want to eliminate him before this happens. Our latest information places Zulon on Dantooine. He often sells illicit goods to wealthy settlers of that world. His land spirit was spotted near one of the settlers' estates on Dantooine. Zulon rarely strays far from his speeder in case he needs to make a quick escape. Should look for him there. Alright, what about Lorgal? Lorgal is a radical who wants to destroy the Republic through terrorist acts. He is responsible for over 24 bombings, leaving hundreds of civilians dead. He was recently captured and being held prisoner in the Republic base here on Manan, awaiting transfer to Coruscant for trial, and a chance for him to publicly voice his radical beliefs. You do not want to give him that chance. You must find a way to kill him before he leaves Coruscant, but you must be subtle, and make it look like an accident or an unexplainable death. The Republic would be glad to get rid of Lorgal, so they won't investigate his death too closely. As long as he isn't struck down by a weapon in his cell, the Geohardon will be satisfied. Anything else? Remember, tell no one about this. If there are others with you when you confront Zulon or Lorgal, make it seem as if you are acting on behalf of the Republic, not the Geohardon. That's all for now. Return to me when either is dead and I'll reward you. If you wish to complete both missions, feel free. You'll be suitably rewarded for each. That was a lot. And on a side note, I've never done this side quest before. I think I tried to talk... I either didn't read the datapad during my initial playthrough, because, like, it's in the inventory, why would you bother to read it? Or, if not that, then I just tried to talk to him with my party members, and he gave me the line of BS. So that's new to me. Okay. This looks like a warp area. No? No. East Courtyard, though. So that is a warp. It's just further down than expected. Selkath. And Selkath. One of these... Okay, yeah, that's the Republic Embassy. Visitors Hotel. Is there seriously not, like, any proper general merchants? Let's check the East Courtyard. Like, it's weird that there's not a dedicated weapon merchant. That or my brain shorted and I completely missed them. Oh, look.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
It's a public street.
Hiding behind the Selkath laws. Typical Republic cowardice.
Yeah, screw you too. Also, it's funny that they would try to shake people down the street when I'm pretty sure that...
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, lady. I wasn't even trying to talk to you. Literally walking down the road. Swoop registration. Oh boy, here we go. Well, who'd we talk to for this one? Oh, there. Are you looking to book the swoop course for a practice run? Yeah, no. I want an officially timed race. Speak to the course registrar for information on challenging the current leaders. Okay. Goodbye. Hi. Greetings to you. Are you here as a spectator, or will you be entering as a contender? I'm interested in racing. I'm sure you are. We welcome all racers, regardless of professional status, trying to maintain a field full of competitors. Of course, with the destruction of Terrace, we're in a bit of a rebuilding phase. Our sector champion was one of the casualties there. I have raced on Tatooine. Perhaps you have, but that's not a recognized circuit track. Moth Hud is not a respected promoter, no matter what he says. He also altered the payment structure set up for the swoop circuit. Of course, most of the governing circuit organization was also on Terrace. You're welcome to prove your skill here, regardless of experience. The course is open to any that have the means to participate. 100 credits must be paid for each officially timed attempt that you make. Okay. I'll be back in a moment. Ready to race. I'll pay the 100 credits. And I completely missed what time. I missed the shift time a little bit. It might be shifting too early, funnily enough. Alright, 23:13 seems like a decent starting time, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know why we salute. Winners of the first round are paid 500 credits. Enough to cover your expenses, but you'll have to keep racing to really make it pay. We'll record this for future reference, and wish you well in your attempt to reach Sector Champion. Tell me about the rewards, because I skipped that. Races are organized in a Galactic Standard 3-round system. Each round pays differently. What does each round pay? 500 for round 1, 2k for round 2, 5k for round 3. Relatively standard values. Each round is paid out only once per tournament. Once you've shown dominance in all 3 rounds, then you are declared... Yeah. Okay. Ready to race. 100 credit fee. And we are looking at basically our time from the last run. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm shifting too early. That's the problem. Ooh, 2253. I think that might be enough to take out the third tier, but we still have to do that race. And now we're dancing upon coming back. That's silly. Second round win is worth 2,000 credits. Most racers bow out when they reach this level, but I don't think you will. Okay, well, I'll be back later. Quick save again. Oh, oops. Hold on. Back later. Reload that so I can actually read the dialogue. I thought it was just going to continue. Greetings again. Will you be racing today? You're... Okay, I'm ready to race. Before you do, your next race would be against the leading time set by Hookta Jax, who is very insistent that you speak with him first. Please try not to anger the Gamorrean. He could prove troublesome, and we don't want the scandal of having to jail professional swoop racers. Well, where is he? Should be in the Racers Lounge, room just to the east. Alright, I'll be back later. He is going to ask us to throw the race. Almost guaranteed. It's too easy. Hey, you come talk to me. I got something to say to you, little racer. Hookta Jack doesn't like how fast you go. Told you once already, and I want you to remember. You don't win the champion racer or sector champion spot. If you do, there'll be trouble. I will race, and I will win. And you and Hookta Jax are gonna have problems, I promise you that. You were warned, fair and square. Hookta Jax. 2250. Yikes. That is still better than the highest we have managed to pull. I think this is another situation like Tatooine, where unfortunately we just cannot pull off a fast enough time. It is physically possible, but I think the issue is that we're shifting too early. I'll give it one shot. I'll give it one shot. I'll pay the 100 credits. 2250 is the mark. We've gotten 2253. Yep, I have to wait until the very last. Nope, I don't think we're gonna even make 22. Yeah, no. And everyone's laughing. Unfortunate. Well, screw you. I gave it my best. Darn fish people just roasting me. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, there we go. Not only did we beat it by 20 milliseconds. And we saluted again for some reason. And now we're going to have a very angry Gamorrean trying to kill us. Greetings! You've proven a spectacular racer despite the near-lawless taunting of Hookta Jax. You've won a great deal of money. Payment for becoming sector champion is 5,000 credits. This will be the last amount offered for now. When we begin a new round of races, we'll make certain you are notified. Alright, I'll be back later. Now, here's the question. Will Hookta Jax immediately start things the second I walk down here? You know what, I'm gonna taunt him. Hookta says you earned a big enemy. Could have just lost when you were told to lose. Now something's gotta be done. Not here because Cellcath cameras are watching. I'm too smart for that. Get you when you least expect it. Just wait. Yeah, I'm sure you will. And when the Cellcath cameras aren't watching, I will be sure to turn you into bacon. Remember, you started this. Okay. In any case. We do still have a little bit more to explore up here. Where does this go? Oh. Yortal's Emporium. Oh, look! It might just be the shop that I have been looking for the entire time.
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike?
Yes, I have a fine piece right here. A little dented, but still serviceable. Real bargain at that price.
I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed.
Get out of my store. I'm sick of you Sith and your stupid jokes. We got real customers to worry about. I don't need you coming in here and making fun of my inventory every day.
Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Wow. Needless. Are you here to mock me as a Sith, or do you want to actually buy something? Not here to make fun of you. Name's Nero. Please forgive me. I had no cause to be so rude to you. Sith makes so much trouble for me, and business has been slow. But that's no reason for no excuse for my tone. I apologize. Let's start off on the right foot. Welcome to the used goods store of Yortal Ixalis. If there's anything I can help you with, all you have to do is ask. Well, let's take a look at your inventory. My stock is second-hand, and some of it has minor damage. Oh, he's a droid seller, mainly, it looks like. Charging computer. Yeah, unfortunately, we have better than most of this already. I think the best thing we could probably do is get another heavy plane type 3 and just toss that on T3, but yeah, as far as actual items are concerned, I don't think we need much of this. I kind of feel bad for that one. Oh, I think this is the Sith Embassy. Yep, that's the Sith Embassy, alright. Which means that there isn't a proper weapon shop anywhere in... Anywhere in Manon? That feels off. Well, at least we got the swoop racing done. So I never have to deal with that here again. Though, admittedly, I might end up going back and trying Tatooine now that I know I've been screwing up on shifting too early. We might be able to pull off a third-tier win on Tatooine now that I know that. Right, that's Hulas. We haven't done anything for him. The Visitor's Hotel, I don't think will have anything for us. Oh! Okay, there is a shop that I missed.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark?
For the Sith, a month's pay, but since you're a member of the Republic, charge you a week's salary.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
Yeah, so once again, basically everyone on Manon is Republic side, but it's the governing body that seems to be mainly trying to play both sides and stay neutral with the KOTOR situation. Come in! You honor my humble store with your presence. All of Manon has heard tell of your glorious swoop rain exploits. I carry many other choice items of the highest quality. Items a celebrity of your stature might be interested in. Let's see. So unfortunately he has nothing good on armor. With a Needler. Stun chance on hit. Sabrak Battle Cannon. Boy, that sounds great, but doesn't actually do anything fancy. Pistol Targeting Optics is bonus weapon focus and specialization. Might be useful for Karth, actually. The Stabilizer Mask is actually fairly good, from what I remember. Yeah, all saves +2 and mind affecting immunity. Though mind-affecting immunity seems to be much more common in this game than it is in the second. Oh, and then combat sensor, which is weapon focus, blaster pistol, and rifle and dex too. That one, geez, there is actually a surprising amount that's good here. The Beam On package, for example, which is Tier 3 implant, but Con plus 3. And that's all he's got as far as that's concerned. And we have yet to find anyone else who's selling another set of the Strength plus 2 gauntlets. Like, not that we really need them, but it's still annoying. Actually, I could toss that. I could get that implant and toss it on Zalbar, not that we're really using him. It's things to consider. But as it turns out, we are just about out of time. So I am going to call it here. And I will be live again next Tuesday, guaranteed. I'm going to save over the save edit slot again, just in case I need to do any... Or just in case I need the other one as a fallback. I doubt it. But, yeah. With that all out of the way... Sorry, words are escaping my brain. If you're new here and would like to see more, feel free to drop a follow or sub on YouTube. The VODs are up on a delay, but if you don't want to watch on Twitch, you can watch them on YouTube, usually about a week later. And if you would like to support the stream financially, there is the option of subscribing on Twitch, which unfortunately is a much nastier cut. Twitch takes about 50%, and even then, they're a little bit iffy about how much they're actually giving me. Regional pricing is a pain. There's also a Ko-Fi link down in the description as an alternative. Neither are remotely necessary, but every last little bit is greatly appreciated. That all out of the way, thanks for watching. Take it easy. This is Rain, signing off.